Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. So last episode, Monokuma revealed who the spy is to pretty much motivate everyone that's remaining, right? And make them doubt Sakura, right? So we are here near the rec room and something happened, I guess, right? Let's talk to Aoi first.
Huh?
Makoto, Kyoko, what is wrong, Hina? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window in the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Oh no. I mean, yes, it's Sakura, but... Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. So who locked the door? I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond.
Huh?
So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into the room first. But the door is locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said...
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Okay, so... Sakura locked the door? Or... I mean, she's the only one there. Is it the chair? Chair.
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if you break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window, then... Or that should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something with it. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? I mean, it's obvious, man. She's not just unconscious. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. I mean, Kyoko knows. What happened anyway? There was only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Oh, here, I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Okay, please hurry. Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Crash. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair, leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura. I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hands on her, she fell. She's gone. And she's smiling though. Damn. The way she died though, it's like... What do you call this? After a warrior, right? After a warrior goes into battle and then defeats a lot of enemies. And then after the battle, yeah, of course, very, very much wounded, right? And then it just sits there and then just dies. Yeah, it kind of feels like this. And the light shining on Sakura, right? I could only feel the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life has abandoned Sakura's body. And then... And this confirms it. Yes, the announcement.
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Danganronpa. Investigation time.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
But yeah, how could someone kill Sakura though? I mean, I said poison, right? Maybe. Maybe someone actually poisoned her? But yeah, the door is locked though, so... I don't know. I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. No, I mean, there was a lock on the door. Yeah, there was something there holding the door to not be opened. So the only one who could do that is Sakura, right? Why would she lock the door then? I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. Oh, look. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? Or maybe she's looking how Sakura died, right? Maybe she got hit or whatever. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine the Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone, okay?
What?
It should have been you. Useless.
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Hey, look at this guy, man. I want to smack him in the face. He's even smiling. As soon as they arrive, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her. It's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
You're accusing us before we even began the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. Honestly, Hina is always going with her emotions, right? Even last chapter with Hifumi, right? She instantly blamed Hagakure. I mean, you could blame him because he was in the robot costume, right? But without any investigation, just blamed him, right? It was you. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Monokuma. I didn't know your power level would increase by that much but just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
Oh yeah, he's gonna send it to us again. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that... Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words...
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
Phew!
Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Cause even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. It's so sad. Look at Sakura in the bottom right. You can still see her head.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried, I mean, I mean, she violated the rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well done.
So, I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one. You know who the blackened is, Monokuma.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie, before you get all pissy potty on me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Cause I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I for one am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Smack him again. Owie, smack him. Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we are all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then. Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Yoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
It's your fault.
One of you killed
I
Sakura.
won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come near. Or yeah, come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let us all of us in, just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. I mean, he is right though. Yeah, both of them are useless, especially Hagakure.
Yep.
Nope, I don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hero, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to this request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory, fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body? This guy.
Listen,
And that's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If you can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Yes, we just gotta do it. Yeah, but there's blood there. See that? Yeah, why is there blood behind her? Near the magazine rack. I better check the Monokuma file. Victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be 12 noon. Body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of strong blow to the victim's head. A head again? No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. So maybe yes, someone smacked her in the head, but it did not kill her. Okay.
Hey,
But she vomited, so I think the case is this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. Yes, that was the only way. And she locked it, right? And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder. I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life and right before our very eyes?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. I mean, it is possible, but the thing is, the glass isn't shuttered though, or shattered, right? Makoto had to break it for them to open the door. If, for example, the glass already had shattered, maybe you could pull the chair, right? And then lock it from the outside, right? Just pull it near the door. But the thing is, it is not broken, so... Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
In other words,
Basically, the killer used a special contraption or tool from the outside to target the victim inside. I mean, you could do that if you shot her, but no one has a gun or anything like that in this place. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. Yeah, there's nothing like that here. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is the killer stays in the room until it's opened. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden. When the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. But the thing is, no one did that. Yeah. No one tried to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe, but yeah, people would have noticed already though. Like if someone blended here, you can't even hide in this place. There's no closets or anything.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually locked. It wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
But by that I mean there's actually an alternate escape route somewhere in this room. You see, there's a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which one of the 4 choices seems most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during the trial. But right now, I can't really say anything about it. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Sakura first. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There is obvious evidence of the blow to the head that Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But But according to the Monokuma file, she also had vomited blood. Yep. And I can see trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, whatever caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Possibly, right? Not a chance, okay? But yeah, he blocked me. Not a chance, he says. Why is it not a chance? Explain, sir.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected on why she died. Let me check this. Handkerchief? It looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
That's... Oh, you know that? Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little bit. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box to my room. Okay. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. So Hina was the only one who could give Sakura this kind of candy. Okay. You really like them that much?
Cause, I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they lost all their flavor. Hina. Nice. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay, what is this? Kind of glass? There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle? Oh, so yeah, she got hit in the head, right? So maybe someone smashed this on her head. It's possible, yeah. There's something else on the ground near the glass. Monokuma, what is that? It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. Next is, I guess this. The blood. Blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Okay, magazine shelf, blood stain. I mean, for example, she got hit, right? She became super groggy and then vomited there. And then walked a little bit to the chair, right? And then she sat down and then there she died. I don't know, man. How do you go there? What is this? 4 red bottles. Oh, it's the same bottle as the one on the ground. And yeah, chess pieces. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get those figures inside a bottle. True though, yeah. How do you even get that inside?
So...
Hey, it's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Hey, but the problem is... I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess. Maybe that Monokuma itself is kind of like a plushie, right? When you hold it, you could force it inside. I mean, you know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of this little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. Monokuma figure we found on the ground. Red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Magazine rack. Same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds. Nothing there. Oh, the other side. Yeah, look at this. Nothing else. Okay, this one. This side first. Oh, there's a lot of... What do you call that? Handprints. The locker is open and there's on the inside. It's a handprint.
why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all of the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locker room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. I mean, is that possible though? Like, how stupid are you, right? Like, it's literally in front of the body. Yeah, the body's right there. If someone popped out of there and then joined the group, can it be?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility, see? Why not?
Hey,
Think back, before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, it was already open. Yeah, and the locker room was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Oh, what does that handprint mean? Okay, locker handprint. Maybe it's Sakura's handprint? Maybe she was just struggling? Right? That's why... maybe we can put her hand there. Alright, let me check this side. What is this? Protein Zyme X. Yeah, didn't they mention this? Was it last episode? Yeah. Her and Aoi were having fun, I guess, with this one. No, they were very like, oh, you saw that they got Protein Zyme? This thing is very good, right?
So,
It looks like a protein drink and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can, it's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey,
You see it scattered around the can? The shards of a light blue glass, they must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. Okay, I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue, I'm not sure I see how. Okay. How though? How? Yeah, I don't understand. So, definitely this one. Oh, we opened this one though. Yeah, this is where we came from, right? We opened this door, that's why there's shards there. How about you, Byakuya? What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. Okay. Chair? The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done into it. Okay. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The room doesn't have a lock and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened of course when I broke it to get inside. There is no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and chair, there's no doubt that the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside and not from the outside. It's so confusing. How did this happen though? Like, the only one inside is Sakura. Like, she's dying, and then she still shoved a chair to the door to lock it? For what? What is the reason? Yeah, it's not as if the killer is still inside, right? No one is here except her. Okay, what do we need to check more? This, check this. We check everything already though. You? Got anything?
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say, she was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. Yeah, nobody can actually kill her head on, right? So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? Yeah, as I said, maybe she got poisoned though, right? But I wonder, did someone get the upper hand, like to weaken her basically, right? Someone, yeah, poisoned her a little bit to weaken her, and then when she was weakened, but how does the poison happen though? Did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. I mean, even Monokuma can't touch her, right? So maybe this one, someone maybe spiked her drink or something. Yeah, maybe not even poison, maybe just spiked the drink to make her feel weak and then attack her afterwards.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her, you know where, right here in the rec room. Okay, you could have said that to us earlier. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own, but when I saw her again after that, she told me, she said she left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. I am telling you, I heard it right from Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stop her, by force even, this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Aoi's account. But the fact that she had to ask those three to meet with her, and then she asked to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
What?
Okay, there's something I'd like to talk to you about, sir. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found that out, interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do that? It said and risk being killed by that monster. So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. So Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth though? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay. So Byakuya didn't go here. Can we trust him? I mean, he's an a-hole, but I don't know. Maybe.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for most of the part. Yeah.
So then.
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I had to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with the 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Let's leave. Where are those people? Kyoko, Kiyotaka, Mondo, Makoto. I haven't memorized the rooms yet. Toko right here. I press the doorbell, and after a few seconds, Genocide is back. Oh no, it's the other one. Who's there? The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura, a total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
Okay, talk. I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What, she wanted to meet with Master too? And I said too, didn't I? I guess now it's solely obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit it, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Is this real though? Everyone is saying they didn't go. Can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. Okay, for Toko, she didn't go as well. But then again, yeah. Like if you're in this situation, right? You hear of a spy, right? Monokuma said, oh, Sakura is the spy, and the orders were for her to kill one of her friends, one of the classmates, right? And with her being like that, being very strong martial artist, she could defeat anyone here instantly, right? Would you go to her? Me myself, I'll probably not go there. Yeah, I'll probably die. But with Sakura herself, her personality and all, I don't think she was gonna kill anyone. She just maybe wanted to talk with them, right? And after a few seconds,
You know?
Need something? I need something. Yeah, I just wanted to ask or want to check something. It's about Sakura. How Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with, right? Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well...
When
she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person and she happened to mention the others like in passing. I gotta be honest though, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Oh, why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. I mean, this guy is such an idiot, man. Like,
Actually,
the last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since, so... I mean, at least... He's an idiot, but at least... Yeah, he didn't go to her as well. At least that's what he's saying, right? Like... I guess 90% of people would not go there. Well, I'm here. Could you show me the note she gave you? Okay. Let's see. Here was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Oh, it's the candy.
Huh? What?
Yasuhiro, is it you? Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash. I forgot to throw it out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there was no way that's all there was to it. Okay, so we got pocket trash from Hiro. So I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What's next? I'll definitely have a look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that... Okay, yes, the protein. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. We gotta explore the chem lab then. Yep. Isn't it at the 4th floor? Everyone is denying meeting Sakura, but for Hagakure, he's much more suspicious now because he has the same wrapper, right? And Hina had that wrapper. She said she took all of it, right? Because she liked it. So why didn't he have one of those?
What?
Makoto, and did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Shut up. I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. How about I put you inside in this one, huh? I don't care if I get blackened. Okay, we got only 2. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Okay, something... You couldn't see that, yeah, earlier, right? That thing in the ground. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step on it. How about we check all the cabinets first, right? Left to right. Let's see, what's on the shelf? Chemicals. You got poison there. You see that C9 with the skull? That's definitely poison. Dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from the shelf. All the containers are labeled with the letter A. No, but the other one is C9 though. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. But wait, there's more. There's one bottle here that's labeled C9 or Chem 9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Someone spiked her drink, definitely. And we're seeing it right now. So on the shelf is... It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be a bliss. Isn't it kinda harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. That I wish you would have died. Yeah, rather than Sakura. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Last one on the shelf is poison. On one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with a letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from A. But what concerns me is that in section A, there was a bottle with a label from section C there. But Sakura is not dumb to use that chemical C9, right? What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? There is something definitely going in here or on there. I mean, definitely, yeah. Footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work. Before long, I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had a business on the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Are they yours, Makoto? No.
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm your size for myself. Makoto is a size 15. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. I told you it was a size 15. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints really are a valuable clue. Okay, so we got that one. Hey, how about this one though? There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came? Oh, so it's a powdered poison, I guess. Hey, it looks like the bottle had the label in it, Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added. Okay, we check everything though. Okay, not that. Okay, we can check more here. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Okay, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side, yes. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay, we got footprints in the powder. Okay, another look at the rec room. Bye bye, Byakuya. I hate you. Okay, rec room is second floor right now. No, third floor. Okay, rec room is right here.
Hey,
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So, along with Byakuya, they are both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's also convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying, but we don't have any evidence except for maybe Hagakure, right? Maybe he's the one who's lying. The other two, because of Byakuya, I guess he's too smart to go here alone, and then Toko would not go there, of course. She would just stay with Byakuya.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of the magazine, and the Monokuma bottles. Okay. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd well to look them over one more time. Okay, let's start from this one. Magazine, she said. Clue, clue, clue. This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. Oh! Toko! It says Toko! This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bloody letters. And it said Toko. But yeah, you can't really, no, try to flip it. You remember the Leon one in the beginning? It was like 1107, something like that, right? Yeah, try to flip it. Nothing. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. But the thing is... Oh, okay, never mind.
So,
It isn't indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
however,
But just be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but... Yeah, we should look at Sakura's hands though, if there's blood on it. Just like Sayaka, right? Is she the one who put that? It just seems too easy, if anything. It makes me that much more suspicious. I don't know if it's Toko though. Yeah, as Makoto says, it's very, very easy if it's Toko. Like, she can be Genocide, right? Genocide Jack, Genocide Jill. But it's way too easy to be her. And it's not the way she kills. And she kills only men. Sakura's a woman. I think Yoko said she'd found a clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Somehow new. Or something new, something new.
hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. I mean, the chess pieces? Is that it? A correlation. Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is? Yes, just tell me. Why are you stalling, right?
so,
I don't mind guiding you towards a clue, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Yeah, what is wrong with the Monokuma bottles though?
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. And I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure? It's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab while I'm gone. Try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but... What choice do I have? I'd better just do it. Took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. But yeah, what is wrong with this one though? I don't understand. And just as I finish up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
So is everyone or everything ready to go? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Of what? The pieces of glass you collected in one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. I mean, can you even do that though? What if Makoto didn't get every single piece? Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen.
Okay, first, let's compare the weight of two normal Monokuma bottles. Okay, it's balanced.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
And now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on the side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Then let's give it a try. It's heavier. Way too heavier, right? Yeah, the broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiments and the correlation between each bottles put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. What? I don't understand. What, is it another bottle? More bottles? Oh my gosh, she just doesn't want to say it right now. Then we'll just learn it when we do the class trials, I guess. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew,
Okay, there's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times, I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That is totally normal. Then, how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Sorry, never mind.
hey,
Okay, more importantly, look here. Oh, it's a powder, right? Her shoes. You see the yellow powder on her instep? It really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one of them.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Did it's over already? Honestly, I don't even know. I can't say. This is the hardest, or this is gonna be the hardest class trial by far.
Whoops! He had caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen in the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I have no clue. Unlike the last class trial that it was kind of obvious that it was Celeste. Monokuma made this announcement and everyone began to meet up one after the other. And then... the ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery.
What?
Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD. XD. This is just plain creepy.
Well?
And how about the reverse?
Phew.
No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? Crying. Crying face. He's right, that doesn't make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. He's using emoticons. I'll see you all down there. Okay. Isn't that like the Kirby one? Kinda looks like it. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. And that person is here. Person is one of us. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. You see how less people are here now, right? The first time, there were still a lot of them. And now, just, yeah, 6 people. The ride was over. The doors opened up once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of depressing.
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial that we will do in the next episode. Yes. Let me just see the handbook before we end. Truth bullets. This one, I don't understand this one. All of the Monokuma bottles appear to be roughly the same weight. However, when the bottle shards are weighed against an intact bottle, the shards were found heavier. Why is that though? I didn't understand this. Kyoko didn't just tell us, right? This one, Toko. This is gonna be a very, very interesting class trial. Yeah. A very, very interesting one. So yeah, we're gonna end our episode there, and I don't know. I don't have any guesses this time. I mean, you could say Hagakure because maybe he had the wrapper, but that was it. That was just a wrapper. And there was not that much evidence. Like the way they were speaking as well, right? Like when you compare it to Celeste when she was talking last, when we were investigating the last class trial. And she was stalling for time, all that stuff, right? It kind of felt obvious there. For this one, nothing. It comes from the rec room itself, honestly. The only one who could close the door is Sakura, right? She was the only one who could do that. And that's why it makes it super confusing. It's hard to tell who based on that. No one could enter that place. No one can hide inside of the rec room, right? And then just join the people there. No one could do it. Just Sakura inside. So I guess we will see. So yeah, we're gonna continue this and do more of Danganronpa in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.